Handling the Undead is a Norwegian mystery horror film based off the book by John Ajvide Lindquist, also the same writer of Let the Right One In. This is about thousands of reanimated corpses coming back to life in Stockholm, but it's less about them coming back, but the grief and the sorrow and the loss and the mourning of having to sort of understand that you lost someone, but then having them come back, but not quite the same way. So this is more of a character study than a full-on horror film. It's more about the mourning and the grief, following 3 different families. And the event really doesn't happen until about 40 minutes into the movie. It's a very slow film, and there's some creepy stuff happening near the end, but the movie sort of ends before it gets interesting. So I didn't really like that aspect. This is, I watched it because I thought it was a zombie movie, and it kind of is, but it's not all zombie movies are the same. You know, some zombie movies have infected people and they run around screaming and eating, like 28 Days Later or Dawn of the Dead. But then there's some zombie movies that are like slow. But there's many different kinds of zombie movies. There's also voodoo zombies. There's also a couple of television shows, in fact, that have dead people come back to life, and it's about the mystery of how they died or having to deal with their reintegration into society. You know, there's all sorts of different kinds of zombie stories. There's also Warm Bodies, which is about like a cure being love and stuff. So this is a unique take on it. So I don't hate that concept, but the execution was pretty awful, because this movie was basically just 40 minutes of watching 3 different families mourn, and then the event happens. And basically the corpses come back, and it's a little unnerving because they're not fully back, and some violence happens near the end. But I'm guessing the novel's probably more interesting than the movie. The movie's like a full hour, 45 minutes, but nothing really happens till the end. And I really didn't really like the long batches of quiet. You know, it's not like the vampire book at all. So Handling the Undead, like the concept, the execution not good. Might check out the book. 3 out of 10.